everyone, it's that time. It is and I went to see an animated film, one from Pixar. Yes, of course, I'm talking about Cars 3, which is directed by Brian Fee, giving us the story of Lightning McQueen, who has had a long, great run in the Piston Cup circuit, but unfortunately, he's starting to miss a step and can't keep up with the new, slicker cars that are out racing on the track today. And he watches as many of his friends start to retire. Well, soon he gets into an accident while racing against his nemesis, Jackson Storm, and we see him trying to debate whether or not he should retire or come back. The drive is there, but is the talent there? And we see how he goes back to the roots of his training, how he remembers his mentor, and how he takes a trip back to redemption to win at least just one more race. Cars 3 surprised me quite a bit because I think I enjoyed this film more than the other two films. I really enjoyed how this story played out. Now, that being said, this really is more for a mature audience than kids. Not just because I think a lot of the themes and things that they cover in here may go over some of your younger kids' heads. And I know the audience that I was in, I could hear the rustling of some of the really young folks, when there wasn't fun cars being on screen, when they were doing some serious dialogue in here. But I really enjoy it. Owen Wilson, I think, does his best voice acting out of the series to date in here, and his best performance in here. I did kind of predict how it was going to go, but I didn't mind. I was hoping it would go there. Nathan Fillion's a great new voice in here as Sterling, the guy who kind of takes over sponsorship for Lightning McQueen. Armie Hammer playing Jackson Storm. Really great that, you got Lightning McQueen against Jackson Storm, kind of that parallels in there, and really enjoyed their dialogue back and forth, their banter. You still get a lot of creative puns in here. You get a great design. I really enjoy this world they structured, and the animation, of course, has really improved since the first one. There's a female character in here, Cristela Alonso, who I loved as well. I loved her character, the story they came up with her. Cruz Ramirez is what she plays, and really enjoyed where they took all these characters, the arcs that they took, and it felt natural, but again, I'm not sure. If you have really young ones, they might get just a little bit yawny in parts because of the subject matter. But teenagers on up, I think, are going to get a kick out of it. Those who have grown up with the Cars franchise and the Pixar films and saw the first one when they were young, I think this is a natural film for that audience. And I had a blast. I had fun. I enjoyed this film a lot more than expected overall. So if you haven't seen it yet, check out Cars 3. I think it's the best in the franchise, in all honesty. The story alone was interesting with the performances and that great Pixar animation. You've got a combination in here that makes it worth the price of admission. And that'll about do it for us here on The Final Cut. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.